Hey Pisces, I'm tuning in for a reading today. Let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you today. Holy Spirit, channel through the messages that Pisces needs to hear most at this time. What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, your first message is release negativity, wealth and success. What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? And what does Pisces need to hear at this time? Dreams come true. Wisdom. Okay, Pisces, so I'm already getting a few messages here. With release negativity and dreams do come true, Spirit wants you to know that you're closer than you've ever been. You're very close to making a big achievement in your life, to having a big success. And Spirit is letting you know, Pisces, right now is a time to stay focused. Right now is a time to eliminate distractions. And there's something here about not having a scattered mind, not having divided attention. Whatever this is, Pisces, this is important. What is that goal? What is that dream? There's something here about getting clear and not allowing people, places, things to distract you or to take you away from the path, because you're already on the path. Spirit wants you to know, Pisces, that whether you believe this or not, you're already on the right path. You hold a lot of wisdom, and whatever kind of lessons you've been going through, you're now beginning to embody the lesson, not just understand it, not just know it. You're beginning to embody the wisdom of the lessons that you've been through. So, Spirit is letting you know, Pisces, dreams do come true. There's a need to have faith to believe and to keep moving forward and to release anything that is holding you back, whether it's people, places, things, habits, beliefs, because you are on the right path to wealth and success, and better options are coming in. The Spirit wants you to stay focused. So I don't know for who this message is for, but you may have a lot going on around you. You may have a lot of responsibilities. You may have a lot of people trying to pull on your attention. And this is why, right now, more than ever, it's so important to cut out those distractions and to really focus on the things that you're trying to manifest. Holy Spirit, tell me more. What are your messages for Pisces at this time? And what does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, you have level up. Pisces, I'm getting full body chills right now because you're very close to making something happen. You're very close to a big achievement. You're very close to the climax. Whatever it is that you've been working towards or building towards, you're very, very close. Your level up is here. Your level up is now. And again, there's something here about the embodiment of the wisdom that you hold. Not just knowing it, not just understanding it, but fully embodying that energy. Yeah, it's the energy of wisdom. There's something here that you've learned, Pisces, that has changed you as a person. And Spirit is saying, because of that, you're now much closer to making something a reality. You are on the path of wealth and success, and there is a need to release negativity. Some of you, Pisces, you're carrying things that don't even belong to you. You're carrying emotions and energies that are not even yours. So I don't know for who that message is for, but some of you, Pisces, the release negativity card may not even have anything to do with you. It may have to do with your environment or the people around you, or what it is that you've been taking in, what you've been absorbing. Okay, there's something here about absorbing some kind of negativity and needing to clear your space, needing to clear your being from this negativity. Okay, so I don't know for who that message is for, but there is a feeling here of heaviness, or there's a feeling of a weight on your shoulders that, again, does not even belong to you. So I'm going to have to clarify that card because I feel like this is coming externally. I don't feel like this is coming from you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Okay, you have cold, divine match, wake up, So you have level up and wake up. Pisces, you are moving on to the next level. There's something here that you accomplished and you're now moving up to the next level. And Spirit wants you to be awake, to be prepared. There's something here about being ready. Not necessarily being alert to the point where you're cautious, but being ready for something, being prepared. Because it says here, wake up and level up. You're ready for something, Pisces. Clarity and travel. Believe it to see it. Okay, so we have two cards confirming the same thing. You're much closer than you've ever been, and dreams do come true. Believe it to see it. I'm getting here a message of having faith because some people need to see something, some people need to see the evidence, some people need to see the proof before they can believe it. And for you, Pisces, is actually backwards. First, you believe, first, you have faith, and then it happens for you. This is how you manifest. So, Spirit wants you to know, Pisces, that you are on the right path. You may do things differently than other people, but Spirit is saying, do what works for you. Dreams do come true, and you must believe it in order to see it. It's almost like making a decision before you have the proof, before you have the evidence, having faith that something is going to happen. Yeah, release negativity. There's something here that you're carrying that doesn't even belong to you. And Spirit wants you to release this, to let this go, because you're moving forward. And as you level up, it's going to be harder if you're carrying more things on your back. If you're carrying other people's problems, if you're carrying other people's pain or emotions or baggage, it's going to be harder for you to climb up the mountain, or you're going to feel more weight or more pressure on your shoulders as you level up. There's something here that Spirit wants you to realize, and waking up is going to bring some kind of clarity into your life. If you've been questioning, if you've been doubting, if you've been looking for specific answers or solutions, the clarity is going to come as you wake up, as you have this realization. And I will go ahead and clarify that wake up card because I feel like there's a specific message here, Pisces. Whether you've prayed for something, whether you've needed a solution or an answer, it's coming in, is what I'm getting here. And for some of you, this may come with some kind of movement, whether spiritually, emotionally, physically, there's some kind of big shift coming into your life. Okay, so Spirit wants you to be ready. Give me one more message, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know at this time? We have frenemy. So release negativity. Dreams do come true and believe it to see it. There's something here that you do differently. The way that you manifest, the way that you make things happen, is almost like you have to have faith. Your faith comes first before you see the proof, before you see the evidence. And this is how you're able to manifest miracles. This is how you're able to get what it is that you want. And Spirit wants you to understand that you may do things differently than the people around you. You may not resonate with a lot of people around you. And again, 3D people do things backwards to where they have to have the proof, they have to have the evidence, and things are a lot more slow moving. So there's something here that Spirit wants you to realize about yourself to where you do things differently. And Spirit wants you to stick to what works for you, because something here is about to become a reality. You're very, very close. You're closer than you've ever been. And with clarity, there's a specific answer, a specific solution coming into your life, but there is a need to wake up. The clarity, the information, the solution is coming in, but Spirit wants you to stay awake. It's not just about waking up and having a realization, it's about staying awake and acting from a place of awareness. There's something here about entering an awake state, not just waking up, having a realization, and then going back to the everyday. There's something here about staying awake. There's something here about staying aware, having a high level of consciousness to where you're not numbing out, you're not disconnecting, you're not disassociating. There's something here about not just waking up and having the realization, but living as if. Is staying in a state of awareness and not allowing yourself to get caught up in the busyness or get caught up in the everyday or numbing out or being on autopilot. There's something here about staying awake and aware and operating from a place of higher consciousness. Because a lot of people, they live their everyday in autopilot, and before you know it, everything feels like a blur. One day rolls into 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and time just flies by. So Spirit wants you to stay awake, to stay aware. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify wake up for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about wake up? I heard it's due time. So if you've been waiting for something, if you've been waiting on divine timing, if things have been sorting themselves out, I'm hearing in due time, and it is due time. So it is time to wake up. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the sun in the reverse. Holy Spirit, clarify wake up for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about wake up? Okay, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse, Four of Wands in the upright. This is very good news, Pisces. In the beginning of the reading, I got a message that you're closer than you've ever been, and that you're very, very close to a major accomplishment, a major achievement. And the Four of Wands is a celebration card. It's a card of crossing milestones, it's a card of success. And this is after the success. This is the celebration that comes after you cross that milestone. So something here is already guaranteed, it's already happening for you, but Spirit wants you to stay awake, to stay alert, to be aware, because the answers, the solutions are coming in, and it's going to grant you the clarity that you need. It's one thing to know something, it's a whole other thing to understand it, and it's a whole other thing to actually embody it. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, it is time to embody the wisdom of the lessons that you've received. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, and the Six of Swords in the reverse. You also have level up. The Six of Swords is a level up card. It's also a card of travel and moving forward. But in the reverse, whatever's been holding you back, whether it's limiting beliefs, whether it's people in your life, whether it's unforeseen lessons or karmic cycles, the Six of Swords in the reverse, next to the Sun in the reverse, is saying, Pisces, the longer that you stay in a specific state of mind, the longer you're delaying a blessing. Because what's on the other side of this change is a big blessing. Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. This is the happiest card in the entire tarot deck, and this is one of the most wealthiest, prosperous cards. So, on the other side of this change, on the other side of this transition, is a big blessing. But some of you, Pisces, you may be overthinking things, because it says here release negativity. There's some kind of limiting beliefs or some kind of negative energy that may not even be coming from you. And Spirit is saying, believe it to see it. It's almost testing your faith, is what I'm getting here. Because the Four of Wands is a guaranteed success, a guaranteed celebration, but there's some kind of resistance or blockage coming in with the Six of Swords and the Sun in the reverse. Something is in the way of this blessing. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Six of Swords in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know about the Six of Swords in the reverse? Four of Cups. Five of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so I'm getting a message here that for some of you, there's this feeling of apathy, or there's a feeling here of being unbothered, or not necessarily feeling satisfied or fulfilled. As you can see here, she has four cups, but these cups are already empty. Okay, she's being offered another cup that is full, but these cups are already empty. So it's almost like you've had something, or you've been offered opportunities or chances that didn't necessarily result in what you thought it was going to be. So trying something again, or giving something another opportunity, giving something another shot, it may not be as exciting or as fulfilling as you thought it was going to be. Then we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So being caught up in your head, overthinking things, overanalyzing, trying to plan and strategize, but it may turn into analysis paralysis. So there's a lack of fulfillment or a lack of satisfaction with the Four of Cups. And with the Five of Swords, there's a lot of overthinking. This is why your very first card is release negativity. For some of you, this negativity is coming from the environment or from certain people around you. For others of you, it's coming from your own experiences or your own mind. Okay, the Five of Swords in the reverse, 1919 on the clock. This talks about your mind space. Your mind may be even complicating things for you, or overthinking, spiraling. Okay, I'm not necessarily getting spiraling, but we have the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords both in the reverse. You are meant to move forward, but there's something here that keeps you going back and forth. It's almost like a limbo state. It's almost like a place of indecision, going back and forth between options. Again, you're being offered a cup, but you've already had three of them. And it didn't necessarily turn out to be the way that you wanted it to. It didn't fulfill you or satisfy you the way that you thought it would. Because the Four of Cups can also be a card of boredom. A card of apathy, of being nonchalant. It could be a card of feeling lackluster. As you can see here, she's not really excited. She's not really enjoying the environment. So 5 of Swords in the reverse. There's something here creating either a blockage or some kind of resistance. It's complicating things because on the other side of this change is a very big blessing. It's major success. You have wealth and success, and that's being clarified here. The Sun is the happiest, most successful card in the deck, and this is Leo energy. And the Queen of Pentacles is the most stable and solid, wealthy queen in the deck. So you have both of these cards coming together, but the Six of Swords in the reverse. This talks about moving forward. So whatever is holding you back, Pisces, this energy needs to be cleared. And it says here, release negativity. Six of Swords in the reverse, difficulties accepting help, resistance to change, arduous transitions, carrying baggage and weight from your past. Pisces, this is crazy, and I'm getting full body chills right now because your first card is release negativity, and it connects to this card specifically because some of you, the weight that you're carrying may not even be yours. You may be carrying someone else's emotional baggage. You may be carrying someone else's weight. You may feel responsible for other people around you. And part of releasing this negativity is things that didn't necessarily even belong to you. For some of you Pisces, it may be things that happened in your past. It may be past experiences. With the Six of Swords being a card of transition, that's what needs to go. There's something here that needs to be released at this time in order for you to move forward. And on the other side of this change is a big blessing. So Spirit is waking you up not to miss this opportunity, not to miss this chance. And the Four of Cups, again, it's a feeling of apathy. It's a feeling of boredom. Um, there's almost a feeling here of slowing things down or even stagnation. There's not a lot of movement in this Four of Cups. It's not exciting. It's not passionate. Okay, I just heard blues. Okay, some of you Pisces, there's either an environment, a situation, something here is just not cutting it. Five of Swords in the reverse, you're overthinking something that is creating more analysis paralysis. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, there's no need to overthink things. You already know what to do, but there's a need to release something first. It's not about learning something new. It's not about getting a solution. It's about releasing something first before you can move forward. Because it says here, wake up. There's a need to stay aware because opportunities are knocking at your door. But the Four of Cups is a card of disinterest, apathy. So you don't want to miss out on these opportunities. The clarity is going to come, but there's something here that you need to release so that you can see clearly. Again, some of you Pisces, you're carrying things that don't even belong to you. And this negativity may belong to other people. Whether it belongs to you or other people, there is a need to release this because it's holding back or it's delaying a big blessing. Four of Wands is a guaranteed success. So you are being guided from a Four of Cups into a Four of Wands. You have a big celebration coming in, and Spirit is proud of you. But there's something here that you need to release first. For some of you, this may be a mindset, but I'm getting it's some kind of baggage from your past. You are moving through a period of realignment, and things can feel turbulent during these times of transition. Trust that a better future awaits you on the other side of this change. Maybe you're going through a rite of passage or an intense spiritual transformation. These experiences are profoundly personal, and you may feel alone right now. Even when it is difficult to accept assistance from others, remain open to receiving help from the most unexpected of places. Allow the gentle support of the universe to move you through this ocean of evolution and aim towards silver linings on the horizon. More sunshine? Yes, please. Sometimes we find ourselves adrift because we think we're ready to move on, but our heart is still anchored to the past. What old chapter needs to be closed? Chase guidance in the form of renewed hope and get ready to explore fresh beginnings on the opposite side of shore. Your affirmation is, I accept help as I easily cross this transition. Pisces, for some of you, there may be a subconscious fear of change, or there may be a subconscious fear of the unknown. I'm not necessarily getting that, but there's almost some kind of resistance. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, there's no need to delay this transition. There's no need to delay this change, because if you were to see what was on the other side of this transition or this change, you would be so excited that you would rush the process. Because right now with the Four of Cups, there's this energy here of delay. There's this energy here of apathy. Whereas the Four of Wands is a card of celebration. So Spirit wants you to know that this is a part of the test. Having faith is not easy, but it does lead to miracles. It does lead to dreams becoming a reality. And this is why Spirit wants you to trust yourself, trust your experience, and trust the divine. Because what's waiting for you on the other side of this change is not another lesson, it's not something to be afraid of, it's actually a big blessing. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Sun in the reverse, these are some of the best cards in the tarot. The reason why they're in the reverse is because there's some kind of delay, there's some kind of resistance to changing, there's some kind of resistance to transitioning or moving forward. Okay, the Four of Cups is not necessarily a card of fear. So that's why I'm not getting here that there's a fear of change or there's a fear of the unknown. I'm not getting that. But it is a card of disinterest. It is a card of apathy or boredom. Not necessarily being excited. I don't know what this is. I'm going to go ahead and dig a little bit deeper with that Four of Cups. Because the Four of Cups is your emotions and the Five of Swords, this is your mindset. This is your mind, your thoughts, and this is your emotions coming in. So Spirit wants you to know that there is a big blessing on the other side of this change. There is a reward. It's not another lesson. It's not more shadow work. It's not more integration. You are about to be blessed. Four of Wands. Holy Spirit, clarify the Four of Cups for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about this Four of Cups? Please clarify. What does Pisces need to know about this Four of Cups? Wow, I was not expecting that. We have the Queen of Wands. This is the complete opposite from the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is apathy, boredom, disinterest, stagnation, whereas the Queen of Wands is full of fire and life and passion. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Wands in the upright, the Emperor in the reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. You're receiving a new opportunity. You're receiving a brand new beginning. Whatever this is, Pisces, it's solid. It is a pentacle. It's going to lead to more abundance and more expansion in your life. And some way, somehow, whatever's in the way right now with the Emperor in the reverse is going to require some more organization. It's going to require a foundation. It's going to require more planning and more structure. Because when the Emperor is in the reverse, it highlights the shadow qualities of the Emperor. In the upright, this is a very good decision maker. This is someone who builds empires. This is someone who doesn't second guess themselves, who doesn't doubt their decisions. This is someone who is solid. But in the reverse, it talks about needing more structure, needing more planning. I'm hearing the word structure. So there's something new that you're embarking on, but it's going to require more structure because the Emperor being card number 4, okay, we have 444. We have the Four of Cups, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Emperor, card number 4. So this is all about building strong enough foundations that are going to sustain whatever it is that you're building or whatever it is that you're trying to move towards. So the solution here is to have more structure, to be prepared and to plan, because this talks about the masculine. The masculine qualities are all about getting things done, getting results. Not just about receiving, not just about being, it talks about doing. And in the reverse, there's a need for more structure. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Emperor in the reverse for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know? Queen of Cups in the upright. Yeah, Pisces, there's some kind of duality happening within your energy because we have opposites. This is feminine, this is masculine. And they're opposite because the Emperor is all about building structures, schedules, routines, plans. And the Queen of Cups is the entire opposite. This is feminine energy. This is about going with the flow, allowing things to happen, being open, being receptive. So we have two opposite energies here, and Spirit is calling for some kind of balance. Yes, having the structure, yes, planning and preparing, but also allowing the universe to surprise you, allowing the universe to bring in opportunities or options that you didn't even know that you had. Because when you have a plan, you almost go tunnel vision and you close off to anything else that's around you. And with the Queen of Cups, when you're open, when you're receptive, new ideas can come in, new plans can come in. So two opposite energies, but some way, somehow, Spirit is trying to get them to work together. With the Queen of Cups being in the upright, you're very good with your water energy. You're very good at receiving and allowing yourself to flow. Some of you Pisces, you may be much better just going with the flow than having schedules, plans, routines, and structure. This may not be your strong suit, but for some reason, Spirit is calling in for some kind of balance here. because the Emperor is in the reverse. And this may be adding to the imbalance or to the resistance with the Six of Swords in the reverse, because there is a change, there is a transition coming in. But the Four of Cups and the Four being the Emperor. Yeah, it's almost like when things get too serious or when there's too many routines or plans or schedules or structures to keep up with, it's like that's not necessarily where your passion comes from. That's not necessarily where your creativity flows. So there's something here about finding alignment and flowing with it, but also having some structure, balancing your feminine and masculine energy. Both of the queens are in the upright. So the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands are in the upright. So your feminine energy, Pisces, your passion, your creativity, your ability to flow, your ability to receive, that's already in alignment. So Spirit is saying when it comes to your feminine energy, you're good to go. But the Emperor in the reverse, there's a need for structure and there is a need for more preparation or better planning. Okay, because it is in the reverse, so it talks about an imbalance because the Ace of Pentacles, Spirit is bringing an opportunity into your life. And this is why Spirit wants you to be ready. There's something here that you're being called to either balance out or align in your life. And the Emperor in the reverse, this is your masculine energy. Holy Spirit, clarify the Emperor in the reverse for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about the Emperor in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit, about the Emperor in the reverse? Wow, we have the Eight of Swords. There's some kind of limiting belief that is not serving you. For some of you, Pisces, you may already know what this is. For others of you, this may be subconscious to the point where you don't understand why it's coming up, but it may be creating some kind of self-sabotage. It may be creating some kind of stagnation or feelings of entrapment. And Spirit is saying that's not the reality. That's not the truth. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Emperor in the reverse for Pisces. Ace of Cups. By opening up your heart and really tuning into the things that you love, into the things that excite you, into the things that fulfill you, you're going to clear this energy much faster. Instead of getting serious about it, instead of really trying to force something to happen or really force your way through, there's a need for more openness and more receptivity. You need to be more open and more connected to your heart. Because your heart is powerful, but you have a mind and a heart for a reason. So use your mind to live with your heart. You're going to need both your masculine and feminine energy to be in balance. So there's something here that Spirit wants you to see. Because the Eight of Swords in the Wake Up card, something here is no longer serving you, and Spirit wants you to release this so that you can fully transition into this next phase. Because Spirit is saying every day, Pisces, you're embodying more and more of the wisdom that you've acquired. And now it's a time to wake up. Something here that no longer serves you needs to be released so that you can fully transition. Holy Spirit, clarify release negativity. What do you want Pisces to know about release negativity? What do you want Pisces to know? Okay, you have the Magician. Gemini energy. Clarify release negativity for Pisces, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know? Okay, you have the Queen of Swords. You have the World in the upright. You have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. And you have the Sun in the upright. Pisces, you are in the process of closing out a major cycle in your life. You're bringing closure to a cycle in your life that is no longer going to repeat. You're never going to be this person again. You're never going to live this specific version of yourself. You are fully completing a phase in your life that you're never going to come back to. So this present moment, this version of yourself, you're never going to have again because it's coming to a completion and you're about to ascend to a new level. Okay, we have the Sun in the upright. Clarifying release negativity. As you release this negativity, you're coming into a lot of happiness and success. And your first card is the Magician. Spirit wants you to know that right now is a very important time to just stay focused on the things that you're trying to manifest. Because your manifesting powers are active at this time. So there's a need to focus on the things that you do want. Don't think about the things that you don't want. Don't remind the universe what you don't want, because then your attention and your focus is going to those things. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, shift your attention and stay focused on the things that you're trying to manifest. Direct your attention and don't allow your attention to be pulled into the past, because you're currently manifesting something big here. The Magician is card number one. We have the Queen of Swords as well. There's a need to stay clear when it comes to your mental state. If you need to write things out, if you need to journal, if you need to release pent up energy, to release the negativity, to release the noise, and to release the clutter in your mind. The Queen of Swords is someone who thinks clearly, someone who sees things clearly and is not a part of the chaos. To the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Again, this goes back to the initial message. Some of you Pisces, you're carrying things that don't even belong to you. The Seven of Wands in the reverse is a need for stronger boundaries, is a need to really protect yourself, defend yourself, and stand up for yourself, and not allowing any haters to burst your bubble or to bring you down energetically. Yeah, because you have the Sun here as well. If this card is in the reverse, it means that yes, you do need to have stronger boundaries, and you may have allowed people to vent or to complain or to release or offload their negativity onto you. And this is why this card is in the reverse. There's a need to balance this out, because it says release negativity. You're carrying things that don't even belong to you. And that's making things heavier, or it's making the waters murky to where you can't see clearly or you can't hear your intuition clearly. Right next to it, we have frenemy. Some of you Pisces are carrying negative energy from people that are not even a friend to you, from people that don't even want to see you win, people that are not rooting for you. So this negativity doesn't even belong to you, and it belongs to frenemies. It belongs to people who can't even be real with you. I'm hearing free therapist, and with frenemy, some of you Pisces, you were a free therapist, or someone tried to use you as a free therapist to offload their trauma, to offload their problems, to complain, and to release their negativity. And some way, somehow, the Seven of Wands in the reverse, your boundaries were not strong enough for you to not take on this energy, for you not to absorb this energy. Again, there's something here about not allowing people's negativity to seep in, not allowing people to nag or complain around you, because that energy eventually begins to affect you. So with frenemy, some of you Pisces need to release negativity that doesn't even belong to you. It belongs to people around you who are fake, who may pretend to be friends but are truly enemies. Okay, clarity is about to come into your life, but there's something here that needs to be released first. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify clarity. What do you want Pisces to know about clarity? What is this about? You have the Ace of Swords. This is a major breakthrough coming into your life. Four of Pentacles, something that you have to let go. Nine of Swords, that's been causing you anxiety or overthinking or even sleepless nights. King of Wands in the reverse, and it's been holding back your action. It's been holding back your motivation, because Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This can talk about scarcity mindset. This can talk about abandonment. This can talk about feeling like the door is locked and not knowing necessarily how to open that door, how to unlock it, how to crack the code. So the clarity, the information that you're about to receive is going to free you from this Five of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Swords. Again, a lot of overthinking, a lot of overanalyzing, maybe even some restlessness, because you've been holding on to something that is not meant to come with you. Whatever this is, Pisces, it is meant to stay in the past, because for some of you, this has been affecting your motivation. Again, if you're carrying someone else's baggage, if you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, you're not going to have a lot of energy left for the things that are important to you, for the things that you actually want to do, for the things that excite you, for the things that make you curious and passionate. This is why this card is actually in the reverse. The clarity, the answers are going to come in, and it's going to create a massive breakthrough in your life. You're going to see things from a different perspective, and it's going to make sense. It's going to click for you. But the Four of Pentacles, there's something here that you've been holding on to that doesn't allow you to see the truth, or doesn't allow you to move forward, because it's weighing you down. What is this Four of Pentacles, Holy Spirit? What is this Four of Pentacles? Please clarify. What is this about? Okay, the Fool, taking a leap of faith. Knight of Cups. accepting new offers, or being open to new offers. This new beginning, this new opportunity is going to require a leap of faith, is going to require you trusting in yourself. Is going to require bravery, is what I'm getting here. And the Knight of Cups, being open and receptive to new opportunities coming in, because the Four of Pentacles is a closed off energy. You can also talk about stubbornness. So you're about to receive a perspective shift or a mindset shift that's going to allow you to see things differently. Yeah, the Fool. It will require a leap of faith and stepping into the unknown. Ace of Swords, new ideas, clarity, an aha moment, truth revealed, awareness in heightened states of consciousness, memory or thought, communication, victory, success, and triumph, a stroke of genius. Massive clarity is on the way. A new door is opening up for you, often unveiling a life-changing idea or a significant spiritual breakthrough. Expect aha moments of lucidity to pierce through your awareness and to reveal a totally fresh vision for the future. As this essence spirals into comprehension, use this time to see things as they really are and tune into new beginnings. The quiet insight of the unconscious mind is being made available for you. So you may experience a rapid expansion as your conscious mind integrates this newfound information. Know that nothing can compete with the fierce rays of wisdom and truth. So if you're finding yourself with clouded judgment or with stalled thinking, it's time to seek the brightly lit energy of honesty. Gather your discernment, your intellect, your logic, and your insight, and clearly communicate the truth that is bubbling up to be witnessed. Your affirmation is, I experience brilliant moments of clarity. Something here is about to make sense. Something here is about to click for you. And whatever this is, Pisces, is going to give you the momentum, the clarity that you need to move forward, to power through. Because the King of Wands in the reverse, this is your ability to make things happen, your ability to take action, your self-esteem, your confidence, your motivation. This King of Wands in the reverse is being held back by this Four of Pentacles, holding on to something from the past. Okay, because we have the Four of Pentacles right next to the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. It is time to break the cycle. It is time to release a habit or to finally create a new outcome here. Again, the Fool is a card of all possibilities. The Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith, betting on yourself, stepping into the unknown. Whatever this is, Pisces, is going to come with a massive reward, but there is a need to trust yourself first. Okay, Nine of Swords. This talks about your mind space. There's a lot of noise, there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of energies. There's a need to tune out the noise, to stay focused, and to not get distracted. Give me a few more messages for release negativity. What do you want Pisces to know about release negativity? What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit, about release negativity? Okay, unpredictable. And they love your vibe. Pisces, that release negativity card, I feel like it has more to do with someone else than your own energy. Some of you, the negativity that you're having to release doesn't even belong to you. It may belong to someone else. You may have absorbed this energy. Someone may have tried to trauma dump on you or get you to carry their baggage or guilt trip you into feeling responsible for them. They love your vibe. They love how uplifted you make them feel. But again, as you lift them up, they're only bringing you down. So this negativity doesn't even belong to you. Okay, with unpredictable, this person doesn't know what to expect from you. It's almost like you changed up or you flipped the script on this person. And if they were trying to use you as a free therapist, if they thought that you were never going to leave, that you were always going to be there for them, they're realizing that Pisces is unpredictable. Pisces can change up any second, any moment. And whatever kind of codependency or whatever kind of guilt tripping they try to create in your life for you to stay or for you to continue to take on their energy, they're realizing that it's not working. Okay, Seven of Wands in the reverse. There's a need to have stronger boundaries so that this doesn't happen again. They love your vibe, yes, because you uplift them, but they only bring you down. Nine of Swords. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, release negativity. What do you want Pisces to know about release negativity? Cutoff game too strong. Okay, so yes, you are showing up as unpredictable. For some of you Pisces, this person thought that you were never going to leave, that you were always going to be there for them, that you were going to be there to catch them, to console them, to be their free therapist, to help them find solutions to their problems. Whatever kind of idea they had about you, they're starting to doubt that because your cutoff game is too strong. For some of you Pisces, this is a person that you already cut out of your life. For some of you, this may have been a frenemy or someone who was fake to you. Yeah, Pisces, you cut this person off and now they're seeing you as unpredictable. They love your vibe, and this is why they keep coming back for more. Again, you uplift them because you stay high vibrational, but all they do is trauma dump on you. All they do, Pisces, is take your energy. And you're not meant to absorb their negativity. That's not your job, that's not your responsibility. Holy Spirit, give me a few more messages for frenemy. What do you want Pisces to know about frenemy? Play dumb games, win dumb prizes. Someone tried to get smart with you and they got cut out of your life. Stalker? Okay, whoever this frenemy is, they're stalking you, Pisces. They haven't let you go. They're literally stalking you, Pisces, and they love your vibe. They want to come back for more. Scared of you. Yeah. So your unpredictability, your ability to cut people off makes this person afraid. But at the same time, they're hooked on your energy and they're trying to come back for more because they love your vibe. So you are unpredictable. They can't control you. They can't tame you. They can't tell you what to do. But at the same time, they try to get smart with you and they played themselves out of your life. Again, this person is a frenemy because you may be a real friend to them, but they're not a real friend to you. This is not an equal exchange. This is not fair. And this is why the Seven of Wands is in the reverse. There is some kind of boundary violation where someone wanted to trauma dump or someone wanted to use you as their free therapist or they wanted to offload their problems onto you. Maybe even guilt trip you into accepting them or taking on this negativity. Your emotions are not going to cloud your vision. You're seeing things clearly, is what I'm getting here. And you have to cut this person off. Okay, they were playing games. This person is afraid of karma. They're afraid of the consequences for their actions. If they spoke about you behind your back, they're literally afraid for what's about to happen. And again, they haven't let you go. They're still stalking. Holy Spirit, give me a few more messages for clarity. What do you want Pisces to know about clarity? What do you want Pisces to know about clarity? Control your energy. What do you want Pisces to know about clarity? Notice the patterns and reconcile. Pisces, you're about to receive some clarity that someone here wants to reconnect. Someone here wants to reconcile and make things right. But with clarity, we also have the message of notice the patterns. If this person already crossed the line, if this person already violated a boundary, if this person already tried to play games or get smart with you, don't trust their words. Don't even trust their actions. Trust the patterns that you've noticed within this person. Because it's one thing to act right or to pretend or to be fake in order to get something. But it's a lot harder to keep up with that lie, or it's a lot harder to keep up with that behavior. So notice the patterns, not the words, and control your energy. Do not allow someone to trigger you or to take you out of your zone or to bring you into their chaos. There's something here about remaining grounded and rooted in who you are and not allowing someone to pull you into their lives or into their games or their chaos. There's a need to control your energy, Pisces, because you do hold the power in the situation. Someone is coming to you, trying to reconcile, trying to get answers, trying to find a way back in. Again, they're stalking, but they're also scared of the consequences because this person knows that their intentions are not good. Yeah, I don't know who this is to you, Pisces, but you've already had to cut them out. And now they're seeing you as a very unpredictable person. If this person didn't value your friendship or your energy, and they only value it after you've taken it away, this is not someone that you want to keep around. Okay, they're scared of you, Pisces, because they know that there's karma, they know that there's consequences for their actions, and they're afraid because you're coming back in for more. They want more of your energy, but they're afraid of the consequences because they know that their motivations, their agenda, what they're saying is not in alignment with the truth. So they're afraid of the karma that they're going to receive for trying to re-enter your life. But you have a divine match coming in, whether this is a divine match when it comes to your career, to your purpose, to an environment, to a living situation, to a friendship, to a relationship. There's a divine match coming into your life. And it's only coming in because you're holding strong to your standards. You're not lowering your standards. You're not allowing someone a free pass. And Spirit is bringing you exactly what it is that you want, but you're going to be tested to see if you're going to go back on your promise, to see if you're willing to accept less. So keep your standards high. Your divine match is coming in because you've said no to the things that are not in alignment. You've said no to the things that require you to shrink yourself down or to become something or someone else. Again, they're afraid because they know they're going to get karma for their actions. Don't allow someone else's limitations to become your own. It's almost like someone here wanted to project their own limitations onto you because they were afraid that you were going to move forward and that you were going to leave them behind. So the Queen of Swords in the upright, you're receiving the clarity, the answers that you need, and the solutions, Pisces, they're coming in. Something here is about to click, something here is about to make sense, and it's coming in as a breakthrough. This is a brand new beginning coming into your life that is going to require a leap of faith. It is going to require you trusting in yourself and moving forward fearlessly, being brave and taking that chance on yourself. Someone here is afraid of the fact that you're willing to step into the unknown. And this person may be very stubborn or very much unwilling to change or stuck in their old ways. So this person admires you, they love your vibe, they want to come back for more energy. This person is stalking you, but they also played games. Again, they're afraid of you, Pisces, because they realize that karma is real when it comes to you. But Spirit is saying, Pisces, and notice the patterns when it comes to this person. What have you noticed about them? Don't just pay attention to their words and their actions because someone can act right just to get what it is that they want. Pay attention to their patterns. What is it that you find them consistently doing? And then control your energy and don't allow this person to pull you into their chaos because what they want is to reconcile. Clarify reconcile. What do you want Pisces to know about reconcile? Clarify reconcile? Ooh, Pisces, no way. Seven of Swords in the reverse. This person hasn't learned the lesson. They're coming in, but they're still in their old shady ways. The Seven of Swords is a card of trickery. It's a card of being shady. It's a card of making moves in the dark, not wanting to be seen. Yeah, this person hasn't changed, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, reconcile. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know? The Star in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Luck is changing for you, Pisces. The tables are shifting for you and it's moving in your favor. It's going clockwise. So don't allow someone from your past to come in and to get in the way of your blessings or delay your blessings. Because the Star in the reverse, there's someone here that you lost hope or faith in. Why? Seven of Swords in the reverse. Because of their shady ways, because of their shady behavior. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, Holy Spirit? Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright? The Empress. You're now coming into major manifestations. And Spirit wants you to know, Pisces, that this person was a test in your life because you have bigger tests coming in. And if you don't know how to enforce your boundaries and protect what's yours, people that are in this shady energy are going to want to cling on, are going to want to leech onto you, and are going to want to take that energy. So the reason why you had to encounter this person, their shadiness and their games, is to prepare for people that are just like this person. Because your big blessings are coming in and Spirit wants you to be prepared to protect what is yours. To not feel the need or the responsibility to give to everyone. To not make yourself responsible for someone else's emotions. Because even the Empress, being so abundant, she can't just give to everyone. She can't just give to the point where her cup is empty. Or Seven of Swords, to shady people who are willing to take no matter what. So it's almost like Spirit was preparing you for the big blessings by putting these small people, these small games, these small tests on your path to see if you were really going to put yourself first and protect what is yours. Because in order to get to Empress status, you can't allow these people around you because they're going to want to take. They're going to want to get in the way. So the Wheel of Fortune is finally turning in your favor now that you've learned this lesson. Because 3 being the Empress, the big manifestations are coming in. So if you had a situation, Pisces, where your blessings were being delayed due to certain people being around you, people that were shady or deceitful that tried to take what is yours, it's almost like you had to clear the space. You had to clear these people out of your life so that they wouldn't take away from your blessings. Because Spirit is prepared to bless you, but there's a need to release the negative people because the blessings are not for them. They have lessons to learn, and you already did the work, is what I'm getting here. You have big abundance coming your way, but you also have shady people around you that can see your blessings too, and they want them. Okay? They love your vibe because you've done the work on yourself. They're not willing to work on themselves, but they want the energy that you've created. Okay? They don't deserve that, they haven't earned that. So, reconciling, Pisces, is not in your highest interest. And having these people around you and constantly having to watch your back is not going to allow you to create the way that you want to because you're constantly going to have to be alert. Okay. This is why it says wake up. The faster that you realize this, the faster that you clear these people out of your life, the sooner your blessings will arrive. Okay. You can't have this kind of deceptive, shady energy around you because it's going to be hard to make decisions or to navigate specific situations when you have to constantly watch your back. Tell me more about the 7 of Swords in the reverse, Holy Spirit. Please clarify the 7 of Swords in the reverse for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know? Queen of Wands. They admire your power and your ability to manifest. But again, they just want to take it. They're not wanting to learn how to do it for themselves. They're not wanting to see it as a form of inspiration. They're just wanting to steal that energy. This is the shadiest card in the deck. To your face, they will smile and be polite, but then they cover up and they don't want to be seen when they're doing things in the dark behind your back. So, Queen of Wands, they admire your power and your manifestation abilities, but they're not doing the work to become that. They're just wanting to hold you back. Yeah, wake up, Pisces. The faster you clear these snakes out of your life or these deceptive people, the faster your blessings come in. It's almost like Spirit has protected your blessings from these people because if you were to receive these blessings in the wrong situation or in the wrong environment, they would want to take that. 7 of Swords in the reverse. Give me a few more messages, Holy Spirit, for the 7 of Swords in the reverse. You are not crazy. Follow your intuition. For some of you, Pisces, you may have seen some early signs when it comes to this person, and for some reason, you decided to give them the benefit of the doubt, but your intuition was always on point about them. Drama. Okay, this person only brings drama into your life. This person only brings chaos, restlessness, anxiety into your life. You don't need those kinds of games in your life. You've achieved a level of peace and groundedness that this person envies, and they want to take that, but they're not willing to change so that they can create their own peace. So they bring chaos into your life and you bring peace into theirs. That's not a fair trade. That's not balanced. That's not reciprocal. Okay, you bring them up and they bring you down. That's not equal. That's not reciprocal. So purity is the antidote of misery. This person has created their own hell because they engage in a lot of lustful energies and a lot of, I'm getting the word greed, and I've never really heard that from the 7 of Swords in the reverse. But it is a card of stealing. It is a card of taking. It is a card of being shady and deceptive. They want what is not theirs. Okay, so they are greedy, is what I'm getting here. They didn't do the work. It doesn't belong to them, but they feel entitled. Give me one more card for the 7 of Swords, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about the 7 of Swords in the reverse? Give me one more card, Holy Spirit. For the 7 of Swords. What do you want Pisces to know about the 7 of Swords? Cut your losses. Pisces, nothing good is going to come from this person. Nothing good is going to come from keeping this door open. And for a lot of you, you've already cut this person out, but this person is trying so many different avenues to get back into your life. You may need to do a cord cutting ceremony, or you may need to really clear this energy out of your life. If they gave you something, you may need to give that away, or you may need to clear the energy around that object. There's something here about fully cleansing this person out of your energy. You are not crazy, follow your intuition. Some of you Pisces, you always knew the truth about this person. You may have thought that you were overreacting, or that the signs that you were getting were not necessarily, it's almost like you were trying to see the best in this person or in the situation, to the point where you may have overlooked your own boundaries or overlooked their shortcomings. Your gut, your intuition always knew the truth. Spirit wants you to really pay attention to the patterns when it comes to this person. Again, ignore their actions, because someone can act right in order to get what it is that they want. So ignore their words, ignore their actions, and really pay attention to the patterns. Spirit wants you to see and realize something about this person. Spirit, clarify cold. What do you want Pisces to know about cold? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Let's clarify. The Hangman in the reverse. Pisces, this person thinks that you've gone cold, or you're no longer the same Pisces they used to know, because the Hangman in the reverse, you're no longer putting other people before your own needs. You're no longer putting yourself last. And it's almost like this person expected you to do this. This person expected you to put them first. And now they think you're cold because you're no longer doing that. You've gotten unstuck from a cycle or a pattern that this person wanted to keep you in. Yeah, it benefits them, but it doesn't benefit you. Pisces, I'm going to move this reading over to the extended. In the extended, we're going to dive deeper. I want to know, what is this wisdom that Spirit is wanting you to embody at this time, because you are being guided to stay aware, because the solutions, the answers, the opportunities are knocking at your door. But if you allow yourself to get caught up in the noise, or get caught up in the busyness, or to go on autopilot, you're not going to see the opportunities when they come. So Spirit wants you to be alert, be awake, be aware, because you are leveling up. And on the other side of this change, on the other side of this transition, is a very big blessing. So we're going to look into what you don't see coming, Spirit's final advice and guidance. For the ones of you that do resonate, I'm heading over to Patreon for the extended. The link is down below for the extended reading. It gives you access to all the extended readings and readings that are not available on YouTube. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.